obviously a little bit more private. I thought I raised some good points about the play. But I think a lot of times they go in and they already have their mind made up. They don't really care what you have to say. So, ultimately, the hearing went as good as you would expect, and yeah.
Very short.
It wasn't overly long. It was didn't need to be. It wasn't like it was insane, like blow someone up kind of play. So it was not very long at all.
Maybe tell us what your thoughts were on the play. There clearly was some head contact, but there's also sounds like a lot of mitigating circumstances. What were your thoughts on the hit?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of different elements to it. I think one is I'm obviously on the back check, but I stopped skating by the red line, which probably isn't good for the back check. So I think Ed showed it in the video. I was moving so slow. So obviously drop pass. It's my guy. Bobbles the puck for a second. I go to close on him to make a play on the puck, and he just kind of shovels it and gets rid of it. And at that time, we're going to run into each other either way. So I brace myself, and obviously he gets the worst of it. Just he's in the more uncomfortable position. So I think if the roles are reversed and I'm going to extend myself, to touch the puck, then he goes through me, and now all of a sudden we're talking about maybe me having a separated shoulder or a head injury. So if we're going to pick which guy I'm going to protect, I'm going to protect myself first, right?
Considering the violence that's perpetrated on you during the course of that season, how do you react about getting the book thrown at you on your first offense? What an accidental situation.
Yeah, that's a different situation. I'm not going to comment on the refereeing because that has nothing to do with this. Like you said, it was my first time ever even, having a questionable thing, that I've done on the ice. So, if they wanted to prove a point, I don't know, but ultimately it's not my decision.
What were you, after you have the hearing and you have some time, what was kind of going through your mind regarding maybe expectations when you did hear that?
Just hearing the way they were talking about it, the way they explained it, the way I understand the rule now, how it's kind of just a 2-game, no questions asked type of rule. I kind of expected it to be suspended. I have to be honest. I didn't think it was going to be suspended at all, going into the hearing. But after hearing their tone of voice and whatnot, I had a little bit of a sense that it was going to go that way.
So I think if you appealed, you wouldn't be back tonight anyway. Have you thought about that, or is it not even something you think is worth pursuing?
It's something that my agent has asked me the question if I want to discuss it, but that's something that I don't have to figure out today. I think I have 48 hours to do that, but we'll see.
Given maybe more difficult, Connor, just given the fact that I know from internally you guys still feel like there's some traction that you can grab here, and that you are still very much in a chase. Like in the playoffs, they'll suspend guys half as long for playoff games. Well, you could argue this is almost like a playoff type game for you guys.
It's frustrating, yeah, because it is such a crucial time. Every game we've played in since the break has been, a playoff type game for us. It's a playoff type game for Anaheim. It's going to be a good hockey game, and one that you definitely want to be a part of. And it's almost I don't want to say unfair, because the hit or the collision or whatever was, it deserves some action. So obviously they felt that I shouldn't be playing tonight, but it's a bit of a shame just because it is such a big game for our team and for the Ducks and for the